Hello, champions. How are you doing? Welcome to my show. I am Miss Please, and you are hanging out with me on Real Talk. And by the way, this is my new cup for my nonprofit, Enough Comma Period. Check us out. Sponsor us. Make a donation to a cause. We go around helping uh, people of all ages, starting from middle school all the way to adults, to gain leadership experience. Well, excuse me, we help you prepare to gain leadership experience or improve the current leadership experience you have. Well, you're gonna get dressed with me today. Well, makeup, because I'm late for a meeting. Whoa, this can't be my new makeup. Yeah, I guess it is. It is MAC Matchmaster. I have to tell you, I looked everywhere for this. And I went to Ulta. They said they didn't have it. Went to just quite a few places. I was pretty stressed because I couldn't find it. So, I swear, when you've got a bazillion things to do, you tend to forget the whole purpose of the reason that we're hanging out today. How's everybody faring? How's your day going? When you're busy, you're busy. When you're rushing, you're rushing. I wanted to talk to you about, and typically I wet my brush so that I can get like a better, more of an airbrush look instead of just makeup being caked on, because I don't like that look. What was I going to say? It's just been a very interesting week. A lot of changes, a lot of things going on. Anything interesting in your area where you're at? My whole schedule this week has just been thrown off. It has changed. And I know sometimes you just don't like when your schedule's off or things change, but you just have to adapt. I'm using Superstay Maybelline. I'm trying to use it to get rid of those circles, those dark circles. So I have them. What was my whole point I said to get on was to talk about, forgot. A little sponge brush. It's about habit. I can't remember. God dog it. Well, it's unbelievable. Can't remember. How's your families? How's your friends? Have you guys checked on people to see if everybody was mentally okay? Okay with where they're at, where they're going, being at home with this pandemic. Some people getting furloughed, some people going back to work under conditions that are, I don't know what to call it. Some people are honor the CDC guidelines. Some people don't. I know I go into the store and you got people that cover their mask and their face with their hands, and you're just like, whoa, hello. All right, so we're gonna do this pretty quickly. What was I can't remember what I was going to talk about. It's really important. I don't want to be late today for my meeting either. I don't know. So we're going to put makeup on because We can't afford to be late. We have to get out of here. So what I did today, I reached inside my makeup chest. It's up high, so I can't really see. And I just grabbed one of the makeup cases out, and I decided that's how we're going to determine what we're going to look like today. So, what's new? How's everybody doing? Any new relationships, new jobs, new projects? So hold on. Just let me go back and check. I was checking my email. I sent a headshot. I got up. Wasn't feeling well. Went and got some water in my cup. I was thinking about how some people aren't honest. That's just the world. Some people will tell you this is what I wanted to tell you. You know, sometimes we're involved in committees within the community, a company, it could be our own company actually, and we work for people who abuse us. They abuse their powers. They abuse their position. Can't get this open. And that is one of the reasons. Oh, got it open. Cargo. I love cargo. That is one of the reasons why I started Enough, Period, which is my nonprofit. And my nonprofit is to help people get into leadership positions and understand the realm of leadership. Because too often people get into these leadership positions and they feel, I was in the military, I'm a leader. You know, I've been a supervisor, I'm a leader. It's a lot of reasons. You know, I was in student council when I was in high school or college. That makes me a leader. I was in student council in middle school. That makes me a leader. You know, I got hired. I created my own company, and I was the executive of my company. That makes me a leader. It does not. You're only as good as your support system. And if your support system didn't know how to lead you, oftentimes you just managed. And I don't say that to be mean, to bust anyone's bubbles, but you just managed. And the whole point of this conversation is, gosh, let's go back. Have you ever worked for someone and you were like, what? What are they talking about? They spew demands. They're not clear. They're not compassionate. They don't care if you are trained or not trained. They don't care if you do your job or not. But, I preface this with but they are quick to tell you you're doing your job wrong, right? And they are quick to tell you how to do things, what to do. And when you go, ooh, I don't think I like that gray, but we're gonna try it. And then you either want to get promoted or you don't, or you get promoted and you're left out there thrown with the sharks, you know. So a lot of times your reaction in your leadership position has signs of abuse. You don't know how to talk to your team. And I see a lot of that. I see a lot of abuse. And then what's sad is when you transplant yourself into someone else's company, you take that bad luggage, that bad experience with you, right? And you're not successful. You may think you're successful. No one said anything to you. And this is what I see that's happening now in today's economy, is that you get a job. No one critiques you. No one trains you. They don't guide you. They just smile and nod. Next thing you know, you're in the office. You're being written up. You're put on the later shift. You're not included on projects. Everyone else is getting all the projects around you. And they're plotting how to get rid of you. See it all the time. Hear about it all the time. Prime example, you see a lot of that in hospitality. People get hired on, no training at all. I don't like this brush. No training at all. They do the best that they know how to do with what they know how. And they're headed to demotion or being transferred to another department. And that is the worst. To take your employee, a terrible employee that you didn't groom or train or spend the time to talk to, and you just shove them off on someone else. Let them be someone else's problem. Terrible leadership style. It doesn't hurt to have a short conversation and tell someone, hey, this is what you need to work on. You spend so much money hiring someone to come in and do something, and you don't invest in training them, providing them the tools. And I'm so tired of hearing people say, well, I don't have time to train you. Listen, I don't care how much education a person has, how much experience they have, you've got to always remember, and this is a good question to ask people when you get hired. What is your leadership style? What are your expectations? I need to know what your leadership expectations are of me. Because we don't have the same expectations. We don't have the same thought process. You know, I could have been trained by the wolves, and you want me to lead like the elephants. You know, you need to tell someone. You've got to have those uncomfortable conversations. They're very invaluable. And I'm really going to be late. And I don't want to be late. So we're going to speed this up. I don't like that brush either. I dog it. I got new brushes and I just don't like them at the moment. So I say this because having someone guide you through the leadership process is really important. And that's what my company does. And if you're interested, you know, down below you can comment, let me know that you'd like to do a free 15-minute consultation. But I didn't come on here to promote the business. I came on here because this is a big issue, a huge factor. Why go out and interview people for potential management, leadership, supervisor, executive, senior VP position, and you just expect them to sit down in the Oval Office, read the documents, and make heads or tail? Let them know, hey, I didn't hire you to make changes. Be clear on the expectations. I didn't hire you to think. I just hired you for whatever reason. But make clear those expectations, because that's the worst, for someone to get hired and not know. And I can tell you from experience, to get a job or to hold a title, spend lots of time, invest your time, your sweat, just invest you in someone else's company or business, project, community service, whatever. And then find a better opportunity, land that opportunity, and fail miserably because you've got basically like PTSD. You don't know how to be okay in that position. You don't know what's expected. And what do you do? And that's what my company does, my organization does. We focus on helping you be okay wherever you go, knowing how to ask those uncomfortable questions. I need something to put on I need some color. Oh, crud. So anyway, I don't mean to just ramble for so many minutes, but I just was thinking about that. I'm in a position right now where I'm working on something and my past has presented itself. And all leaders face this. Your past presents itself, and how do you approach it? How do you stay yourself? Or how do you use what you know and someplace else and be okay with it? I think this is way too much color, so we need to tone this down. How do you work that? And a good friend of mine, she said, you just gotta be yourself. And you do. You really just have to be yourself. How does this look? I don't want to be over too much. But how do you be yourself without killing your goal or your dream? Sorry, I'm keeping it basic today because I really am going to be late. Eyelashes. And it's just a little food for thought. Sorry this video is so long. You're getting ready with me while I get ready for this meeting. But it's really important to me because I love you guys. And I'm finding that people who have had to work under fear or abuse, whether it's physical or mental or emotional abuse, carry that luggage to the next great thing. And you can't be great when you're carrying that luggage. And the whole purpose, I think, of leaving one place to go to another place is to be able to show your greatness, right? And exude your greatness. So that's all I have for today. Love you guys. Tell me what you think. I know I didn't say very much, but it was bothering me, and I felt that it was important to talk with you guys and let you know that don't carry the bad luggage or your bad experience from one place to the next. They don't deserve it. They need to see the great you. They need to know who you are. They need to see what you bring to the table. All right, until then, I'll talk to you soon. Cheers.